friends, but they kept taking my green cards. I'm just saying. It's some racist shit right there. It's some real racist shit. Shout out to my taco eating friends out there.
All right. Let me add to that. Like when they down in one card, do they say one instead of uno? I mean, you know,
I don't know.
I
see what you did there.
You know, welcome to the corniest show on radio. Welcome to the corniest internet show in the world. No, man, you know what I'm saying? I just think that politics from here on, especially the president, is gonna be a popularity contest, man. Like, why not? Fuck it.
Okay, we talking about stereotypes. So let's talk about our favorite shows on television.
Okay.
Is your favorite show on television a stereotype? Is it propaganda? Is it just shit that you heard about in race and then it's just made popular by putting it on TV? Case in point, Scandal.
Right.
Women love to watch Scandal, right?
Right.
But think about what is Scandal? Scandal is about a glorified side chick.
Right.
And she's a side chick to a white dude.
Something that women try to run from. Like, I ain't no side chick. But they can sit and...
It is. They're giving us things like what's really happening in the world.
She is in love with a married man.
We're paying attention to the wrong things, though.
His wife,
within that.
The president's wife, is in love with another man. She is in love with a married man.
It's crazy.
Everybody is, at the count of three, everybody go home to your wife.
Shit.
Look at fucking Empire. Look at Empire.
Show me a bad chick, I'm gonna show you a nigga tired of fucking her. It is. That's crazy.
Look,
it's the world.
Look, David Justice did to Halle Berry.
Bust that goddamn eardrum, beat her up. I'm
sorry, you cheating on Halle Berry. That's blasphemy. There's some shit that you do, and there's shit that you don't do.
Let's just dig a little deeper than that.
That falls in the realm of shit that you don't do. In the little Venn diagram and shit. Halle Berry is right there in the middle.
This man is taking a woman that millions, let's just say, fuck it, we can say millions of men have probably fantasized. Not full fantasy. Now we ain't going that far, but I'm saying once or twice, like. If you ask a million men, what nigga you fuck Halle Berry, they gonna say hell yeah. So that's what I'm saying. A million men, this nigga is taking her and beating her up.
Nigga, ask how many men have already fucked Halle Berry in their heads already.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and David Justice is taking her and beating her up. Like, fuck it, nigga, sack of potatoes, nigga. Fuck, and I bust the eardrum and some more other shit. Like, that's crazy.
But maybe that's what money does.
But you know what though? If you look over Holly's career. She never had a good relationship. That motherfucker crazy. Yeah, like her baby daddy and her husband had a real bad fight, and the baby daddy beat the husband up, and she's fucking with the husband again. I mean, fucking with the baby daddy again. Like, it was like she crazy. And these like two European motherfuckers like fighting in the middle of the road over Halle Berry and shit. It's crazy as shit. It's crazy.
So okay, I guess that question then poses another question, and I've had this discussion many times. What will make a nigga stop wanting new pussy?
God.
If you gonna cheat on Halle Berry,
God, and they got to be in tune with Christ. If you ain't in tune,
man, I done seen some preachers.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
I done seen some preachers. Maybe we talking about Christians in church, folks. Maybe that's the difference.
In tune, they got to be in tune. If a nigga ain't in tune with God, lust is a motherfucker.
Speaking of in tune, you still in tune? We still keeping in tune with Miss K.
Yeah, keep in tune with Miss K.
Keep in tune with me every Monday.
Every Monday, every Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday.
In the Bible, I think it is.
Lust is a motherfucker, man. Lust, to me, lust and vanity. Vanity people be so vain and, you know what I'm saying, so engulfed in themselves, they don't even realize it. Like, they don't, like especially with, like, beauty, they don't understand the extent of the amount of shit that women do to themselves. Like, not even though just the smallest shit, like, it's like to the point right now it's magnified, man. Like, they don't understand. Niggas keep his hair cut, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know, gonna try to keep his little sex appeal. Something like, you got motherfuckers going to the gym and shit, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep his sexy up or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And niggas be saying, I'm trying to stay healthy, but that ain't what it is. You trying to get bitches. Like, niggas, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So, keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is, like, it's to the point now that, like, people be so engulfed in themselves that it's crazy, man. Vanity is a motherfucker. To me, vanity and lust.
In the age of the selfie.
Oh, man. In the age of the selfie.
In the age of the selfie.
In the age of fucking internet porn. Oh, my goodness.
Internet
porn.
Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. All right, don't let me talk about that.
Yeah, well, internet porn is a motherfucker, man. Like, I guarantee you, if you pick up, like, fucking, if you could freeze time and, like, freeze, everybody just, like, clear that, like, on some Zach Morris shit, Saved by the Bell, bang, and check everybody's phone in the room, everybody's got porn in it. Everybody, from females, males, like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me delete my browser.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me clear my cache.
Anybody cookies.
Delete some cookies.
Anybody cookies on their phone, and it's got some Pornhub, some fucking YouPorn in it.
Tasty Blacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I ain't gonna say all the names that I know about. I gotta keep it civil. I ain't trying to crash the internet right now. Look, it's 3 motherfuckers out there right now that just went to the internet right now. What is this porn?
Yeah, check on this YouPorn real quick. That's just crazy, man. Like, I remember back in the day, motherfuckers. Like when I was in high school, like I don't think we knew porno people names and shit.
Oh, man, we was lucky if we got to watch it. And then we had a little Scientific Atlanta cable box. You turned to channel 99 and you watched some scrambled porn for about 3 minutes until mom walked back in the room. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? That's when you was back. You had your vigor back then. You could jack off the audio porn back then.
Man,
you didn't give a shit.
You know how many crunchy socks I had under the bed?
That's what I'm saying. Back when you had your vigor, you could jack off the audio. That's back then. You could look at the beauty of the week and be like, shit, I'm about
what
to...
You know about page 34? What you know about page 34? Man, let me tell you, my brothers, man, they had a whole room just like this with nothing but jet beauties of the week on the walls.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
The Apollonia posters, Vanity 6, you know what I'm saying?
Back when you had your vigor, you could look at an album cover, anything, a fucking old Shaka Khan, anything. Like, it could be a fucking Playboy. And you know, Playboy don't show nothing but bush and nipples.
I read Playboy for the articles.
Like, why is Playboy still?
I only read it for the articles.
Like, who the fuck reads? If you got a subscription, if that shit come into your house every day, every month or whatever that shit is, you need your ass whooped, man. You still, like,
they had some great political cartoons.
And then, like, even the cartoons is getting to the point where you got to be fucking over 45 to understand this shit.
Man.
I'm good.
I posted some shit about that. What was that? That dude, that cartoon dude that died over there in Paris and shit.
Damn.
That what was it? Man, come on. I know you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I posted some shit about it, and then I had motherfuckers hit me on the inbox like, "Why do you got a picture of 2 pencils and a plane crashing into the 2 pencils?" And I had explained to him. It's talking about, you know, are parallels to 9/11. You know what I'm saying? The pencils are like the 2 towers.
Right.
And the plane is like, you know, the terrorists going into, you know.
Right.
And you have to, if you got to sit here and explain humor to motherfuckers, I still have to sit and explain Nas albums to some of the kids today. Because they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get, so, like, okay, we still talking about art. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'll talk about Nas as an artist. Because, it's one of my favorite artists.
It's the truth.
It's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, you know, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah.
Dude said, like, on the albums, he said, it ain't hard to tell. I sneak a Uzi on the island in my army jacket lining, leaving Earth like a comet invasion. Nas is like the Afrocentric Asian, half man, half amazing. And I had to stop and explain that. Man, what the fuck is he talking about, man? Dude talking about, man, army jackets, man, ain't nobody wearing, but you know, kids wearing camouflage, but you know, I had to explain to them, I had to go get my army jacket out of the closet.
Right.
And I'm like, look, right here, there's a zipper right here. That's where you kept your Uzis. That's where you kept your pieces at when you're trying to sneak in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't even try no more when they rap, man. What are they saying? You know, I give it to Kendrick. I give it to Cole. I give it to, you know, Drake. I give it to some of them that's out there saying some
gonna slip through the cracks. They gonna slip through the cracks. Like rap is art. You know what I'm saying? Lyricists, you know what I'm saying? Like people, poetry and everything like that. Rap is art in itself. So they're gonna slip through the crack. But if it was up to mainstream media, I think the shit that we would be allowed to listen to would be like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example of why like rap is still relevant. It's still art. Like we will not allow like Trinidad James. Okay, you such a horrible artist. Like you'll slip through the cracks, but like we'll weed you out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, real rap and shit like that. Hip hop it'll weed you out because it'll get to a point where you can no longer stay on this lower level of just entertaining like the people that you know gonna listen to your music. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to go up there to them upper echelon people and these, these you gonna have to go in there with these, these Busta Rhymes and all these people, and they ain't gonna respect you because your music ain't good.
I asked my daughter the other day, who are you gonna be listening to that you're listening to now in 20 years?
That's a good question.
What artist that you listen to right now is
R.
going
Kelly
to be
gonna still be
relevant?
R. Kelly. That nigga gonna figure out a way to. R. Kelly has figured out a way.
3097.
Man, and when I tell you that nigga has figured out a way to stay relevant ever since he stole Aaron Hall shit. That nigga stole Aaron Hall whole look.
He stole his whole shit, didn't he?
Man, he stole his whole look, everything, and ran off with it, and been relevant ever since. Aaron Hall somewhere, goddamn, cooking eggs in the Waffle House kitchen in goddamn fucking Las Vegas.
His brother motherfucking riding subways and shit.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I seen a picture of his brother riding subway. Man, dude looked like who did it and why.
Shit, not Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley took all the goddamn money.
Teddy Riley jumped from group to group. I'm still waiting for the next Teddy Riley group to come out.
Teddy Riley smart, man. Teddy Riley know how to take a bunch of like key tools and make them shits work. Like he did with that Blackstreet shit. He took a bunch of niggas that wasn't quite lead singers and made a group out of them. That shit was happening.
Yeah, Dave Hollister worked off it.
Yeah, Dave Hollister, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
You asked me a question earlier about I guess who would be our algorithm. I guess we finally getting back to that shit, huh?
Right.
So I'm trying to think who would be your algorithm?
Basically, what you're saying is like in our time today, I can.
Or I guess more important, who would be your Marvin Gaye?
Okay, that's okay.
Because we can look at Marvin Gaye's time span. Because I mean, he wasn't just an artist of the 80s and 70s. He was back there, at the beginnings of Motown. He was there with the Supremes and the Miracles. He was writing some of the hits, for the hit makers back then. Who is like that now?
Only person we got is R. Kelly that had that kind of time span. That went from fucking R. Kelly and public announcement, an actual group and shit, to the whole 12 play shit, and the whole R&B thug shit. Like, he really like transpired. He kept his shit going with the time.
That nigga can pee on kids and then go out and make I Can Believe I Can Fly
and fucking make it work. So that's what I'm saying.
Step in the Name of Love.
We need to get him an award.
I'm trying it's a lot of artists that's still around now that I don't think that still be kind of peeking their head out the door. That's been around forever. Fucking Smokey Robinson still be poking his head out here now and then.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like, who we listen to now that I can honestly say is timeless.
But that's just it for me. The artists that I listen to the artists that I listened to growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that mom and dad played on the sound design stereo. You know what I'm saying? The ones that my brother and them played while I was ironing their clothes before they went out to the club and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those artists are the same ones that I still listen to. They're the same ones that I'm still making with music today.
But we caught up in it's like a time capsule, man.
Like Sade makes an album. I'm running out and buying it. Anita Baker makes an album. I'm running out and buying it. Nas and Jay maybe not so much with some of the other shit that he's on,
right?
But he still made classic albums. Like to me, one of the greatest concept albums that Jay-Z ever made was American Gangster.
That shit dope.
I still bump American Gangster.
A lot of people ain't even really heard that whole soundtrack, man. That shit dope.
I mean, but that's a hustler's album.
Oh man, that whole.
You know what I'm saying? If you a hustler, you can't do nothing but respect that album.
Right. Hell yeah, man. That shit crazy. I'm clogged up. Wrap it up.
Anyway.
All right, man. It's been a long episode of CPtv Radio, man. It's going down, man. Shooting the shit. It's your boy Rick Spaceships in here, man. I got the lovely Miss K in here with me. Want to do your outro, man? This your first time, man? Y'all pay close attention to this outro.
You know what I'm saying? This is a DB coming to you live and direct from the city of Clarksville. And I'm saying we're going to start a new campaign right now. Bring black